What a surprise to see you back together, guys. How are you? Great to see y'all.
So good.
Good to see you.
It's great to see you. Actually, this makes me think we've been doing this for way too long.
No, we have not.
You know, because you going back to those days when we first show up at your studio, the fans outside the window, you were always supportive. But seeing you now, looking as old as you do.
Well, 41, actually, 41.
I think we're all getting
I heard
older.
that on the way in.
44. Yeah.
You're 44.
But thanks for the compliment.
44. Sorry. Well,
Listen,
we were just trying to help.
Listen, I appreciate it. So there are fans outside today still with the umbrellas. And, you know, I was thinking a couple months ago that this might be a possibility. When did you guys first get together and say, let's go for it?
You know, I'm actually thinking back to New Year's Eve, not this last year, the year before, when we were there in the middle of Times Square and it was freezing cold, you and I. And
Record-breaking.
I think, record-breakingly cold. I think I told you that it might be happening.
You did. You said it was a possibility.
Possibility.
I
You're just
took
giving
that.
Ryan secrets like that, huh, Nick?
Yeah, I was giving him all
Handing him
the
out secrets.
dish.
Wow.
But I didn't even know if it was going to happen then because we
So
hadn't
you guys
quite...
were talking at that point about it?
We were. We started the discussions about, first of all, making a documentary, which we're very excited. We announced on Monday. We're teaming up with Amazon for that, which would be great. But we started with that, and then it evolved into, spending so much time together, working together again, and saying, we really want to give this another shot. And we feel like we're at the place in our lives as family where we could actually do it, and it would be healthy, as opposed to last time, which ended not in a good way.
So, Joe, let me ask you this. At the core of this documentary, what will we learn and what made you guys healthy again?
Well, kind of like Nick said, we were shooting this thing to tell the story of the brothers in our history and the last 15, 20 years of our life doing music. And it kind of changed halfway through into something like, oh, wait, now we have a documentary where we want to get back together. We were in Cuba at one point, sitting there playing music again, playing these old songs. And for me, at least, that's when it clicked. And I was like, I really miss this. Like this, there's something to this that you just don't get anywhere else. And we just finally just said, let's just go for it and see what happens. So we started making more music, and then we made an album's worth of songs, 2 albums worth of songs. And I think this documentary will show a lot of our personal life, where we grew up, who we are as people, what kind of molded us to be the men we are today. And a lot of probably the questions that people might have throughout the years about this or that. And also, I think for us, we were kids growing up in an adult world for so many of these years and just trying to figure it out, So this will be really insightful for a lot of people that were fans and aren't fans. They're just interested in what it's like to be in the music industry and be a family.
Kevin, you have a family.
Yes.
Like you've got daughters and a wife, and you've had a family for the longest of all the brothers. They're taking steps towards families now.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
any news?
Well, one's married and one's engaged.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, no, it's crazy.
I consider that a family.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. Nick getting married this last year. Joe's engaged. I'm celebrating my 10-year wedding anniversary.
No way, really?
Isn't that nuts?
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, and then of course, my 2 beautiful girls, Alina and Valentina. It's just amazing.
Well, wait, I heard a rumor that Valentina didn't first approve of Priyanka.
It was
is that true?
it was a little interesting. We were at a 4th of July party, and
Does she approve of Priyanka now?
yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's good.
She's at least warming up to her.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
too late now.
It's a little better, I guess.
Someone asked me, because I think we told that story on James Corden, and someone asked me if that was a real story, which I was first of all I thought was strange, as if we get up there and just tell fake stories the whole time.
We just lie.
But then I showed them videos. There's 2 or 3 videos I have on my phone that my friends took of her on 4th of July, literally just taking Pri's hand
Pushing
off
her hand off.
and just giving her the stink eye.
Possessive.
Really?
Oh man,
Very.
and it's Nick walks into the room and she won't say hi to anybody else, and she'll just walk up, and before Nick could even pick her up, she just like goes right next to his leg and just holds on.
That's
It's
so
really awesome.
sweet.
She's protective.
Yeah.
Very protective.
Hey, I've been curious in watching, and I can't wait to talk about. We're gonna play sucker in a second and talk about this video.
Nice.
But I'm curious when one of you is going to propose. Do you tell the other brothers it's about to happen, or is it totally a secret?
Oh, yeah. They know up until the moment it happens.
So you said, okay.
Yeah, actually, Nick, I don't know if you actually told us until afterwards, but it was.
I didn't tell you like minute to minute updates.
Yeah.
but I
you
told
also-
you before I was going to do
I knew
it.
the
Yeah,
face.
we
So
were
when the-
doing.
when
We
the
were working on the documentary.
They came with me to get the ring actually.
yeah.
Well, how'd you do that incognito? The three of you roll into by a
We,
ring.
It kind of leaked actually. It was
Kind of
just
late, but we
funny.
had to shut down the store.
Conveniently
And-
says like this time, this place.
Hey,
He looked
Nick.
at these 3 rings. It's like wow.
How do you know how do you know how to buy the right ring?
You don't. All I knew is she said, it had to be Tiffany's, and she had a special connection with her father who passed some years ago. So I knew it had to be Tiffany's, and at that point I just said, guys, I need help because I've got no idea what I'm doing. So they came and helped because they'd both done it before, and had done a very good job.
Oh, I love that.
Only once before.
I feel like you're closer than ever right now.
We really are.
Yeah, definitely. I think back in the day, even on your show, if we would like tease each other, it could be a conversation afterwards.
Really?
We'll be like, why would
Somebody's
you bring that
sensitive.
up? Why would you make fun of me like that? And now it's like, I don't know, it's just a bunch of friends getting back together to do
just
this,
don't care.
I
Well,
don't-
you're
I don't
older
think
now.
we
You're
really care.
matured.
Yeah, and now it's fun to pick at
just,
each other
just
like
going
that.
into the therapy session for a second, was
Yeah.
there a breakthrough moment or a breakthrough discovery?
I think there was different moments for each one of us.
Right.
I think initially for me, the thing that really opened it up was Kevin